The Sixers fired Brett Brown after 7 seasons in Philadelphia, coached them through losing at least 60 games each of his first 3 years, did make the playoffs each of his final 3 seasons. And here's Adrian Wojnarowski, Woj, with us from the bubble. You told us yesterday, Woj, that at this spot yesterday, that this was a very likely scenario and likely to happen quickly. And then, of course, it did. Why did Philly decide this was the right time to make this change?
Greeny, it's going to be the beginning, I think, of more changes in that organization. But typically, when you get swept in a playoff series, it starts with the coach. It did in this scenario. Brett Brown would have loved to have had Ben Simmons in that playoff series with Boston. He had moved him to the power forward in the seeding games in the restart, but they didn't get to see what the team would look like with Ben Simmons off the ball. But for the Sixers, you're going to see more changes. Now, Elton Brand, their general manager, I'm told, is safe, but he's going to have the opportunity with senior leadership to make some more changes in the front office. This is an organization that, beyond head coach, is going to look at how they got to where they are with their roster, with the highest payroll in the league next year, and a group that has, even without Simmons in the playoffs, felt like underachieved.
Yeah. And so where specifically do you think they go from here for coach, though? That's one people will keep a close eye on, and it's so high profile. What direction do you think they will look?
I think this search is going to start with Ty Lue, the assistant with the Clippers, won a championship in Cleveland, went to 3 straight finals there. Ty Lue's reputation, and well-earned, has been an ability to coach star players and to coach them hard, to be a force on the court in the locker room, and tactically a very, very good coach. You know, sometimes when you coach LeBron James and you look through history, you don't get a lot of credit for the success. The credit has gone to him. It's a testament to his talent, but he is well regarded within the league, and he is a coach that the Sixers are absolutely going to talk to. You know, Jay Wright at Villanova, whether this is the right time or not for a college coach in that situation in Philly. Jay Wright has had a ton of interest from the NBA through the last several years. He has said no to it all. There's no indication that Jay Wright wants to leave Nova. But that's another coach to keep an eye on in this.
Okay, fascinating. Always those high-profile college coaches, and that would be the highest of them all. Woj, outstanding. Thank you. Enjoy down there. We'll see you back shortly.
Thanks,
Meanwhile,
Greeny.
so yesterday when we were talking about Brett Brown getting fired, my buddy Bruce Bowen sent me a text and said, Greeny, I have stuff I want to say about this. And so we are delighted to bring Bruce on to Get Up this morning along with Tim Legler. Go ahead, Bruce. What is your take on how the Sixers handled this?
Well, I feel like the accountability has been lost on the player, Greeny. The fact that, yes, I understand that coaches get fired in this game when they don't achieve certain things. But at what point are we going to start holding players accountable? I know that players are always talking about how they can be traded, they can get waived and things of that nature. But who's going to stand up for the coaches? I'm going to stand up for my guy, Brett Brown, right now. And I feel like if he would have had a vested superstar in Joel Embiid, things wouldn't be this way. Somebody that takes ownership of the fact that you are the go-to guy on that team, that comes into camp in shape, that understands that he has to make others better. That's why he's a max player. I think the accountability is not being placed where it should be, and we need to start holding superstars accountable to being better players on the floor.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.